Hey y'all, just wanted to give you a heads up. This episode is for a game that Aaron has made, which is really cool, but it also means that we're still working out a lot of the kinks. This first episode is purely character creation and going over the rules. So if that sounds kind of boring to you, I would wait until next week when we drop the next episode where we actually get into gameplay. So that's our heads up. Let's get into the episode.
In eons long past, a dangerous Lich threatened the safety of the land. Except for one day, when a party of bumbling fools managed to catch him off guard and end him, but not completely. Now, it is up to his disgruntled magical items, once adventurers themselves, to finish the job. This is the Lich's Horde.
Okay, welcome to a very special episode of Systems. That's right, Aaron is hosting today because we are doing something different, something we haven't done before. Instead of playing a game that somebody else has made or reviewing a game that's already out there in the ether, we are play testing a game that I came up with. It's called The Lich's Horde. It's supposed to be a one-shot or two-shot RPG. We'll see how it goes tonight. Hopefully it's more than like a 10-minute shot, because this is my first time designing a game. But first off, we should probably intro ourselves real quick, because we have somebody new. Obviously, I'm Aaron. I play Bravo on Dystropia. But yeah, we've also got Trent. Say hi, Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Wow.
And Matt.
Yeah, it's me. It's Matt. I play Rex on Dystropia.
We know him. We love him.
Oh yeah, I play everyone else on Dystropia.
you play everyone. You play the narrator.
Trent plays the Dystropia.
Yes, this is true.
And we have our very special guest today, Jeremy. Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Jeremy is a long
You
time...
have been listening for a long time.
That's right. Yeah, since the beginning.
Since the very beginning.
Fun fact, he
Yes.
only just recently finished listening to all of Dystropia.
I did fall behind for a little bit, and then was a little overwhelmed by the massive episodes that I hadn't listened to, and then I went on a binge. So that's thanks to the ADHD in my brain.
Up until 3 weeks ago, he'd listened to only about 1/3 of it.
Good heavens.
Well, and all the one-shot, because one-shots are easy, because it's like,
Oh yeah.
doesn't matter if I've missed anything, I can just listen to the one-shot. But then I got real into the whole second arc, and
Yeah.
I binged it.
And like everybody except me, he's team anti-Bravo. Tears, sadness.
Hey, so
Bravo
Aaron,
did nothing wrong.
Tell us about this game that I actually didn't know that you made, because I forgot we were doing this. And as I was reading it over, I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I can get behind this. And apparently you made it. So let's hear about it.
Thank goodness. You were probably reading the rules and you're like, oh, this is great. And then you got to the part where it just like ends. Okay, so this game is called The Lich's Horde. Basically, I was thinking about how it'd be fun to play as like the One Ring, or to play as some sort of cursed item where rather than having an ability to move around or swing a sword or cast a spell, my only ability was to like tempt people to use my power. And then I was like, well, what if everybody was that? And hence thus the Lich's Horde was born. So everybody's going to be some sort of magical item with some sort of attribute that they represent, and they can communicate with each other, but they can't talk to the NPCs that are holding them. All they can do is tempt the NPCs to use them. And so they'll be kind of puppeting their way across this little adventure to try to achieve their goals.
Fun stuff.
So let's get into the rules.
The best part of any game.
Yes. If you guys open up your rule book, there'll be a little introduction. You don't need to look at that. There's a little 1-page rule sheet. Remember that where that is, because that'll just make it easier when we get into doing contests to have it all organized on 1 page. But character creation, let's go. All right. The character sheet is just going to be a little slip of paper where you're going to write down object type, enhanced trait, magical effect, full name, and die. I'm going to go ahead and just go over this stuff. So before you were cursed by the Lich, Akator, you could have been anyone, from a lowly halfling pauper to a mighty elvish king. But this game takes place in the present, and whatever your name was before your transformation, doesn't matter. You're now referred to as your object type. You can come up with a detailed backstory if you like, but this is all optional. And you can feel free to improvise details about your past as you roleplay. But first, you need to decide your object type. You can be a sword, a ring, diadem, a fedora, a teddy bear, whatever.
I freaking saw Snuggie on that list and died.
Yes. Snuggie of virility. No. All right. Everybody pick up an object type. So let's see. Trent, what are you going to be?
I am going to be a belt.
All right.
I suppose.
Jeremy?
It's going to have a massive belt buckle, though, obnoxiously huge.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's see. I think that I need to be we already have one wearable in the party. So maybe I go for, honestly, my gut reaction is nanny cam, but I don't know what the tech level of this world is.
No. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to How Jeremy Plays RPGs.
If you pick nanny cam, I'll figure out a way to make it work.
Jeremy,
I don't want to break your game. Let's choose something different.
I mean, similar vein, if you want a thing that shows stuff, you mirror, or you're I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I'll be a vanity mirror, like a handheld vanity mirror.
One of the ones that flips open.
No, think Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Mirror. Yeah.
Cool.
Very obviously cursed.
All right, and Matt, what shall you be?
Quick question before we continue along, because I'm just reading the intro here a bit. So am I good or am I evil?
You are. That's up to you. Mostly you want to survive. The plot of this is going to be you have a brief window of time to make it so that you'll get to live your lives again. Otherwise, you are going to be stuck as magical items for a very long time.
Okay. I want to be a dagger.
A dagger. All right, sweet. So we got a
with
belt,
a ruby hilt.
a mirror, and a dagger. Oh,
with a ruby hilt.
Wait, have you read Wheel of Time?
No.
Plot twist.
I haven't. I know I should. I just haven't.
I've only read half the first book, so.
A cursed dagger that tempts somebody to do stuff that has a ruby hilt is straight out of Wheel of Time.
Oh.
No, that's good. That's good. We like it. Okay. So next is you choose an enhanced trait. So this can be a D&D trait like strength, dexterity, constitution, yada yada. It can be an apocalypse world trait or whatever. You could say you enhance spontaneity or something. But just know your ability to affect the world is going to be in tempting people to use the trait. So one benefit of choosing something like for example, if you want to be making people cast spells, you should probably pick some sort of spell casting trait. If you choose charisma as the trait that you're enhancing, you can use that for, I want to tempt my bearer to go and manipulate somebody. Or if your bearer happens to be a bard or a warlock, you can say, I want to tempt them to cast this sort of spell.
So stealth is a valid trait here?
Stealth is something that, let's see. I suppose, you could choose stealth. Although if you wanted to go a little bit more broad, you could say dexterity, because that would kind of include stealth within it.
Oh, you want me to go broader than... I was thinking that stealth could already impact a very wide spread of stuff, but all right, I'll go with dexterity.
let's
I was gonna
keep
say,
it
like,
broad.
Sneak. Okay, dexterity.
Yeah, the more specific it is, the more challenging of a time you're going to have figuring out how to tempt your characters in very specific ways.
All right, I will pick dex.
I feel like naturally for me, it should be perception.
Perception. Okay.
Unless your glass is dirty, then it can be not that.
Oh, we haven't gotten to magical effect yet.
Again, I'm going to recommend a more broad version that includes perception in it. So, whereas perception is more of a specific action, the trait could be wisdom.
Oh, okay. So I forget that D&D perception is different from GURPS perception.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, perception's pretty broad, but
yeah, perception's like as broad as they get. But perception, is it okay if I just say perception is in like your ability to like notice things, or would it just be better for me to say that it's wisdom?
I mean, I might as well say awareness at that point. Awareness.
Yeah, like
this mirror makes me very
awareness.
aware.
Yeah, you can go for any of the above.
Well, I'm also not the inventor of the game and don't know. Am I getting too specific with this, or should I go more broad?
I think so. Whichever way you say it, I think we should include in the fact that the more instinctive spellcasters will use your trait to do it. So whether we say wisdom, or if it was traveler rules, what you're talking about is intellect. I'm assuming GURPS is going to cover the same sort of thing in its perception.
We could go for a different word that's not associated with a trait in any system, and just say instinct. You have a heightened instinct.
Instinct. I like instinct. That's creative. Okay. And so write that down. And Trent, what trait do you want your belt to be enhancing?
I was thinking that the belt would enhance someone's audacity.
Audacity. Okay. All right. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I think it'll increase people's willingness to take bold risks, regardless of what that risk may be.
Someone looking at their recording software while thinking of that?
I have uninstalled Audacity from my computer. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a belt with a massive buckle that makes people overly and unrealistically confident. Yeah.
Okay, and now magical effect. This is going to be this is going to be the whatever visible effect you have. So you could light on fire, increase your bearer's speed, shine with a holy light, bend shadows, whatever. Let's start with Jeremy this time. What kind of effect do you have?
The contrarian in me wants me to say the effect I have is you can smell what you most desire when you look at me.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's Jeremy.
What the heck?
But again, I could be making this too hard on myself. This is very much me I want to do things weird, and this might not be the right situation for that.
This is just note, this part is mostly for flavor, although if you incorporate it, you'll be able to get small bonuses to your rolls if you use it creatively.
Perhaps
we're doing a one shot. Dive into your most insane dreams, Jen.
Yeah, we're playtesting. Let's break this sucker.
Here's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining before I was captured by the Lich and put into this item, that like the Lich put me under some spell where it's like, the classic, like show you what, I can show you what you most desire. But beforehand, some sort of race with very poor vision. So like instead of showing them what I most desire, it's just sort of like a blurry image, but what they mostly get is the smell of it.
So you're an unpolished mirror. You're like a scratched up mirror, but people can look into
only when I'm showing them what I most desire, though.
But you're not showing them what you most desire. You're olfactoring what they most desire.
That's right.
All right, let's do it.
You don't show anything.
Normally, I'm a totally clear mirror, but then it's like, mirror, mirror, show me what you desire. Everything gets a little blurry, and then your just smell comes into full front.
What I most desire.
Senses.
All right. Matt, how about your magical effect?
I like to make a big cloud of smoke.
Smoke. Okay. All right. I realized I should be writing these down. And Trent, your magical effect?
I'm thinking that because like belt buckles, they have like an image or a pattern or whatever stamped into them. I'm thinking that pattern has the ability to like change and shift to entice new wearers with something that looks cool or gives them what they desire. I don't know. I'm thinking kind of in that vein.
Okay, so it kind of has illusion abilities.
Yeah. Kind of like illusion, or like the belt buckle always looks like the coolest belt buckle to you.
Yes. And with these, we'll want them to, as the story goes, we'll want them to slowly get cooler. So
yeah.
So forgive me if I take some liberties with these ideas that you guys have. So would you say like illusory fashion?
Yeah, sure.
Abilities.
Flexible fashion sensibilities.
Okay, good. Okay, now come up with a full name to describe your character. This is your name, like the name of your magical object. Like if somebody casts identify on you, they wouldn't say, "This is Bill, the halfling."
Oops. Okay, I'll undo that part then.
So a basic format that you can use, and you don't have to use this exactly, but here's a basic format that's easy, is some sort of spicy adjective that references your magical effect, then the name of the object that you are, and then the trait you enhance or a synonym for it. So the example that I wrote here is that if somebody was a Snuggie that enhances dexterity and emanates darkness, their full name could be the penumbral Snuggie of agility.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Good. All right. So whoever's ready first can go. I know might take a second to come up with a name.
Yeah, I'm Googling some synonyms. I've almost got it. Yes, I'm the fleet-handed poniard of opulence.
Beautiful.
And now I just need to make that fit in my character sheet.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, this will be my first editing note. Make more space for long names.
Yeah, dexterity was easy to write down. Fleet-handed poniard of opulence. I had to downgrade my font size.
I don't know. I'm seriously. I'm just kind of sitting here like emboldening belt. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you a belt or are you a cummerbund?
No, I'm a belt. It's a belt.
Okay. I feel like a cummerbund is more bold than a belt, but that's just me.
Yeah, but cummerbunds don't have like an obnoxiously large belt buckle. Actually, I guess it'd be in the back. You could do that, but that'd be interesting to say the least.
So I think my name is the aromatic glass of intuition.
Oh, beautiful.
I've got it right now written down, the emboldening belt of personality.
Ooh, okay. All right. I like that. Okay. All right. Our heroes 3, the fleet-handed poniard of opulence, the aromatic glass of intuition, and the emboldening belt of personality.
I wouldn't call me a hero, but sure.
Yes. Okay. So just some info on this game. It's going to be a little different than most games because, as I mentioned before, your way of interacting with the world is through tempting people to use your ability. So what that means is I'm going to be voicing a lot of NPCs, and there's going to be scenes where there are NPCs interacting with NPCs. So if you guys interject a lot, the only way that there's conflict in this is if by default the NPCs kind of are not going to be very helpful to you, and you guys are forced into tempting them to make them go your way. So feel free to interject and interrupt the course of the story, because that's one. Like, I have 2 major fears with this session. My first major fear is that the system is going to be totally imbalanced and it's going to not be fun. But my second major fear is it's just going to be me talking to myself for 90% of the time. So, yes, please speak many words. That is my plea.
I think we'll find some ways around that.
Yes. So, dice, sometimes the rules will refer to like different levels of dice. So dice can level from it goes D2, which is you can just either roll a D4 and divide the result by 2, rounding up, or you can flip a coin. So it goes D2, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20. Where it says on your character sheet what's your die, the strength of your die is going to be one less than the highest roll you've helped. So if you help more powerful NPCs, then then the strength of you as an item will increase. So right now you can leave it blank, but as soon as the first contest happens, you'll get something right in there.
Already.
All right. And there's also a space for you to draw a little picture for your character. And that's just going to be great radio. It's just us drawing pictures and showing each other.
You'll never guess what mine is a picture of.
Podcast. Is it a dagger?
Well, no, because you've forgotten the most important part.
The ruby hilt? Or the pile of smoke?
Yes, thank you, Trent.
Sorry, it's a dagger with a ruby hilt. My bad.
Wow.
My bad.
This is what the GM's like, whenever you send over just pages and pages of character detail and backstory, and you get the feeling that they don't pay attention. I've got one detail and my GM can't remember it.
Well, don't worry. I'll make sure to make it a very essential aspect of the plot to, constantly bring up your sapphire hilts.
It's going to change gemstone every time.
I would never forget his emerald hilt. All right.
Actually, okay, not going to lie, it would be pretty cool if the gemstones did change.
Oh, maybe every time you level up.
But I'm already going with the ruby hilt, so another time perhaps.
For the mirror, I want you to imagine, start with the mirror from Beauty and the Beast, but imagine an incredibly gold Baroque framing around the mirror with just way too many little swirly bits.
Oh,
and then I'm thinking the handle is made of something, classy, but not metal. Maybe made from a deer's antler or something.
Could even be something fantastical, a
narwhal horn,
manticore tusk.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking of a narwhal horn, how has a swirl. I think it would be the horn of a unicorn.
Ooh, very cool.
So very very shiny in the hilt, and also the golds, Rococo style around the actual glass.
All right. Bringing the class.
Yeah.
More the opulence than the class.
I'm opulent.
I'm a belt. It's circular in nature when closed. No. The leather band that makes up the bulk of the belt has this nice stamped pattern in it. No one's quite sure exactly what it is. It changes with every user. There's metal studs that go through it, and each of the holes has a grommet, and in the front there's just this absolutely massive belt buckle, and the face that's the image that's currently on it is that of a grinning face with its tongue lolling out. There's
sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a little bit of nice I guess casting work would be how it would appear. Filling in the blank space around the visage on the buckle. But yeah, it's a belt.
So we're talking massive belt buckle.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying massive, like 2 inches.
Oh, from top to
2 by 3 inches.
I'm thinking index card plus a bit.
Index card.
Index card.
All right.
Yeah, that's 3 by 5 inches roughly.
All right. Sweet.
Go bigger.
Go bigger.
You can go.
This is a small dinner plate.
You can go birthday card.
No, let's start with index card.
It'll get bigger over time.
We'll have the kind of one ring thing where it fits the
user.
It'll grow or shrink to fit its user.
I'm just waiting for someone to put it on, excited to have a big belt buckle, and for it to just shrink.
Just change the name, emasculating belt of.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other names or any other rules I should go through beforehand, or if we should just start playing and I'll explain the rest when we need it. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just do this
Rolling
thing.
Bull.
teach. Rolling
Heck yes.
teach. Yeah.